Hello, hello, hello. Sorry, my voice is a bit croaky today. Um, Today I'm not playing Minecraft. I'm doing something a little different. I want to see who can guess what I'm playing in the comments. Um, anyway, I'm gonna tell you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hope you made your comment. I'm playing Trailmakers. Now, today, I'm going to be doing another tutorial in trailmakers on how to build a plane. Because I will say, I have made a plane. It is challenging. Give it a go, and then come back. But if you do need to watch this, you can watch this. So, for my plane, I'll just show you how it runs. It's pretty good. I've got, if you can see, I've got engines on it as well. You don't usually see them, but well, on an actual plane there are engines, and that means that I can drive with my plane, and that helps me to build up a lot of speed that I need to take off. Hold on, 1 second. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, I had to turn my audio down. Let me just check. Oh, okay. So it's quite enough. Oh, not sure why that's happening. Anyway, so the reason I've got engines is so that I can build up quite a lot of speed without the boosters, and then I can use my jet engines to take off. But anyway, to go up, I've got pretty simple. I've just got the back disconnected with some steering hinges. So when I press space, it goes up and down. I also use space to control my engines. But that's what allows me to move up and down. So I don't really need to move down because when you make a plane, you'll see usually the front dips a bit. So I can usually have it natural rather than me actually needing to do anything. Okay, didn't expect that, but I can't actually land my plane properly. I've got suspension because you can have it without suspension, but if I have it with, it's just more better when it lands. Here, I'll show you. Plus, something you can do is you can make the plane jump. I didn't know I was fast enough to actually make my plane jump. Look, I got a jumping plane. But yeah, I promise you, the suspension does actually help. So you'll see if I come in for a landing here, I usually cut the engine. Hold on, I promise you, I can actually land it. Usually when I come in for the landing, I cut the engines out, and I try to just go. But you've got to make sure that you don't nosedive. See, the problem with the problem here is that I'm nosediving too much. See, it's working. Yeah, I came in. You've got to make sure you don't come in on an angle, which is the steering. Steering, it's a bit odd. So these flaps will move up and down, like so. The thing is when I get in the air, that only tilts my plane, so now I have to press space if I want to turn. But like if you always fly with it, you do get a bit used to it. You've just got to make sure you don't dip down too much, because that can happen. Also, I don't know if you guys know, but I'm really bad at landing. Anyway, so it's kind of just my show of what my plane's like. Now I'm gonna actually build the plane. Yeah, I think, now I have some weaponry on my plane. You don't need it necessarily, but I like to have it because guns! Anyway, I'll move this onto the side, and I'll give you a step-by-step tutorial on how to make it. So, I started off with just a cockpit. Just a simple cockpit, that's what you're usually going to start off with. It's also very important to get aerodynamics, because otherwise it will, like, it might not seem that bad, but it does really help. So here I've got a block here. I've actually got wedges to save a bit of space. You can have a block, it doesn't really matter. Wait, not wedges. Blocks. Yeah, like 2x1 blocks. You only need that if you have anything on the front. But if you have a non-weaponry plane, you do not need that. I mean, unless you want to put something else on there, then that's fine. I am gonna do it just because I'm copying my design. I'm gonna have to change the color at the end. I've also got some more wedges for aerodynamics. They just kind of like block everything off a bit. Just to, oops, don't want to save that. Just to just stop anything. So now I've got some small tail fins on the front. They help with a bit of stability. I've actually got some blocks in there. So I've got some blocks between, because, I've got a 2x4 wedge up here. Although, yeah, I don't actually need that. So I've got some blocks here just to make it a bit chunkier and a bit beefier. Like, you're, I don't know, it's just, I guess if you took the blocks away, then you'd also, you'd also take these away. Next I've got wheels, which I've used I've used a 1x2. It is slightly different on that one. Because I don't think what I did is I bumped that. No, I didn't have that. I used, rather than filling it in, I did something a bit different, but it still works. So, it's just so that it only sticks out one block rather than two. And then I've just copied this over here, and then and then I've got, let's see, I've done that. Oh, yeah. So, it's like this is slightly different, but we're just gonna do that for now. Like it's close enough, but like I mean, it's still a plane. You can really do whatever you want with it. Doesn't matter. Alright, so then, as I showed you, I've got the suspension, and I used go-kart wheels just because I could have used slim wheels, but oops, gotta stop knocking my microphone. They are lighter, but I don't really need that lightness as much. So I just used the go-kart wheels. Also, I made you'll see that over here I've got that's blocked down, but that's not, and it helps to angle the plane a bit, which also helps with takeoff. So next, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this here, like that, and I got one modular wing. Probably, never mind. Yeah, I got one modular wing, and I attached one of them to each side to help create some lift and some drag. Also you might notice I took some, no, that's history. I took a lot of, inspiration off of this one. I actually haven't compared them side by side. This one has the straight suspension. Personally, I actually don't like the straight suspension. I prefer the angled. I was gonna say, like, I guess I just really took inspiration with the wings and the front. Oh, and the up and down, but that's pretty standard up and down. Other than that, like most of the plane is myself. Just I feel like I've added a lot of stuff. So then we've got rounded 2x1s for aerodynamics. Rounded 2x4s. I meant to say 2x1s. No comments, please. Then I copied that on the underside, like so. I have put the gun on top. Well, actually, I was just gonna say, through this entire build, I've used dragon engines, and honestly, I just use dragon engines because they're the best. Like, not dragon engines, dragon jets. Like, meaning thrusters aren't gonna get me off the ground. These, they're a lot more powerful, but they have a cooldown period, which is the problem. Whereas dragon jets, it just doesn't overheat. It's a lot. I actually didn't realize how much less powerful it is, but personally, I just think that the dragon jet is it's just all round better. Like, I feel like you're getting more jet for your weight. So that's just why I've used them. I've tried using raw jets before, but I don't know. That cooldown period, like, it's alright for like sun boosts and stuff, but like you can't use that as like the thing that's propelling you. Well, not too much. Like I can see like having lots of dragon jets and then like maybe like swapping this one out for a raw jet and then to give me some extra propulsion off the ground. But I don't know, if you can, but I don't know, it's just not what I use. Now, going to the back, I've made it a little bit slimmer. And this is also, I've tried to make the back heavier, but like it's always gonna have that front. So with this plane, it's always gonna have that front dip. I don't know, you might be able to move some stuff around, but I don't know. Oh, actually, I forgot a bit. I forgot the turning modular thing. So I have just gotten these steering hinges. Just put them like um like this. That's correct. Or is it the other way? No, this way, like that. Is this? Yep. And then I've got one of these. Flipped it like that, and then added a simple tail fin. Actually, like I've added like just the norm stuff, but you can use the powered stuff, which I'm gonna use on this, because I think after I do this, it's just gonna become the jet. Yeah. So with this, honestly, 1.2. Well, I think I've been looking at these a bit. I just haven't bothered to change it. I do think that I don't really see a reason not to use the powered stuff, because I mean it's gonna it's all around. It's just gonna give you better stuff. So then you copy this over here, but it's important that you flip it around the other way, because otherwise it won't work, basically. So yeah, that is most of the front half of the plane. Then I've just put in another dragon jet. Yeah. Just because I need to evenly distribute the weight. Or actually, I need to configure these differently. I've always with my jet engines, I just like having them as W, and then I have my jets. I like having them as W, and then my engines, I just have them as space, because I use the engines when I take off, and I use the flappy thing when I take off. Now what I've done over here is a pretty simple trick. You just turn them on their sides, and then they you can fit two in somewhat the space of one. I don't think I'll do. Well, yeah, actually, I will do this. Since this made a bit hard. Sorry, this is gonna be really loud during editing. No, I want a 4. I want a 3. Um. Oh, what was I saying? Yeah, it's just a space thing. Um. Okay, so then with the back. Oh, actually, my tire, my back tires. Like I said, I've got angled suspension. Which block have I got the angled suspension on? The bottom one. Now, you can put it on the top one if you want a bit more angled, but I wouldn't suggest that because then your like turny taily thing might hit the ground. So that is one thing that you have to be a bit careful of. Is that your tail doesn't hit the ground. So then I've just got steering hinges. Um, like when I'm switching it around as here, it doesn't really matter, but I just prefer having it like this. Then I've just got a simple 2x4. Some simple tail fins, or in this case powered. Oops, I meant to turn that. They just push the air some more. Now, I cannot stress this enough. You cannot forget this bit. This, powered tail fin. The tail fin, I am not joking when I say this. The tail fin is the most important part of the plane. Except for the engines. And maybe the wheels. Anyway, it's really important, the tail fin, because here, I will just show what happens if you do not have a tail fin. Get out of here. Look. Hold on. I forgot to mention. Uh, forgot to change these. I don't want these as W. I want these as space. I actually still do like them as S though, because then I can slow down. Yeah, look. See, it was a lot. You might not have been able to see it then because of my bad driving, but the tail fin just helps an absolute ton with controllability. Like, look at this now. Yes, it crashed, but I'm bad at flying. So anyway, surprisingly, I think that actually wraps up pretty much this. Yeah, I guess this is how I make my plane in Trailmakers. Like, when you know how to do it, it's actually fairly simple. Anyway, that's gonna be my second video wrapped up. Thank you guys for watching, and I guess I'll see you guys in my third video. Don't know when that's coming out as well. Later.